Well, in the world of celebrities, a couple of celebrities are going at it like it's a cat fight. And the two are Simone Biles, probably one of the finest gymnasts I think I have ever seen. And you probably agree if you've seen her perform too. She's an Olympic gymnast, one of the best you've ever seen. And I believe she's married to a football player. But anyway, so the lady's name is Simone Biles. She is the top of the notch as far as athletics go in gymnastics. And then there's another lady. Her name is Riley Gaines. Riley Gaines is, she was a swimmer. And she got beat in a big time race because a man saying that he was a woman, identifying as a woman, beat her. And she's been fighting this ever since, saying that it shouldn't happen. I think the man's name was Leah Thomas. And apparently those medals are all going to be revoked eventually, and she's going to get the medal she deserves. But that's another story all to itself. Bigger story is that there was Riley Gaines talking about a high school softball team in Minnesota, 4A softball team, and they won the state championship with a pitcher who was, a male, saying that he was a female. And they ended up winning the championship, to which Riley Gaines says this isn't right. And this is wrong. Shouldn't be doing that. And she's been campaigning on that particular concept for, a very long time. She, like the vast majority of Americans, believe that you got X chromosomes, Y chromosomes. Whatever belong to men, belong to men. Whatever belong to women, belong to women. That's the way it should be. A man's a man and a woman's a woman. And men shouldn't be playing with women because they have an obvious advantage that women don't have. So Riley's been going on about this softball team. Well, then Ms. Biles sends out a tweet, we call it, maybe an X, a text post, if you will, on the X platform, saying, hey, you should be joining this transsexual. You should be supporting this transsexual. You should be finding another way for them to compete. You should be backing them up. Well, then the fight was on. And they have been throwing punches back at each other, verbal punches back and forth. Been going on for a while. The problem is it went public. And with something like this, of two high-profile ladies, one is a gymnast and the other is a swimmer, those go big time and everybody's going to know about it. You're going to see it on the news. You're going to hear it everywhere else. But the problem is with Ms. Biles, she's got a contract with an apparel company. And that apparel company is under a lot of pressure right now. That apparel company may, in fact, have to drop Ms. Biles as, one of their spokespeople, just like it happened to Angel Reese. She apparently was dropped by Nike because of some of the things she said involving Caitlin Clark. When you get into these catfights, ladies and gentlemen, yes, you start hurling insults. You can see them. All the insults are hurling back and forth. They're certainly doing it. But does it result in anything good happening? Not for either of them. But America, apparently, based on what I'm seeing, America is starting to say, hey, Riley's right. Simone, you're wrong. And we're arguing over something that is so minuscule and so small. Why are we turning this into a major league situation? Not good, folks. Not good at all. How will this end up? Will they bury the hatchet? I'm not sure. Someone may literally try to bury a hatchet, but not in the way you think. Not a good situation. Let's hope this thing gets resolved in one way, shape, or form, because it doesn't look good for either of these ladies, whether it's Simone Biles or whether it's Riley Gaines. Each has a lot to lose. And frankly, in this one, there may be no winner because things don't really work out that way in the real world.